So let me go into our guy Jager Burton.
Got you.
Our center from Kentucky. Now he, opposite of Jones, closer to Coogan. I think Burton moves a little better than Coogan. Burton gives you size, Brian.
Yeah,
he gives
6'4", 312.
Whatever you missing with size with Logan Jones,
yeah.
you get with like what he had, 3. I thought he was a little bigger than that, Brian. He looked to be of 320 or so.
Yeah.
The first game I watched was like Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
And this fresh off watching Xavier Harris and all them, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I know Ole Miss got a cool little D-line. Let me see what's going on. Brian, they was out there beating the shot to Ole Miss kids, man.
Yeah.
Him and Jalen Farmer comboing together. What I like about both these centers is that they have powerful guards next to them. So that kind of gives you a feel of what they'll be like in the league with a powerful guard next to them. I feel like Burton was able to get some good movement, Brian. He was able to move guys, push them off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I thought he was a much better pass blocker than run blocker somehow. Because as a run blocker, he does get pushed. He'll get over his skis a little bit and start to lean because he wants to whoop people so bad. Right. But he does get pushed. And I guess push is going to come naturally with a more or lean is going to come more naturally with a player that pushes more. Lateral quickness leaves a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought he did a decent job. It's strange. Climbing laterally, I felt like he was fine. Like getting the linebackers and
going
stuff.
up was better than going up was better than going wide.
Correct. So going up in at angles and stuff, I thought he cut good angles to get to linebackers. Yeah. But when we talk about lateral, we talk about like reach blocks and stuff.
Right.
Like that. He's not great at that. But the more power, the more down blocks, the base blocks, the drives, and all that, I think he's good to go there.
Yeah.
What I have for him, like in the
power gap scheme kind of guy, like if there's like step and take the guy and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
I really love to see him guys up. I don't know what his arm length is like, but it seems like he hemmed up dudes in the air a little bit every night. I was a big fan of that kind of nonsense. I'm gonna if two players are close, two offensive linemen, I'm gonna always lean towards the more powerful guy because that's just what I like. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hire a coordinator that wants to push guys around, so I'm gonna draft offensive linemen that push guys around. So I have Burton slightly higher than Jones, but you're a GM that values athleticism.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, just a little bit more. So I can see why you have Jones over Burton, but I like both guys though.
Yeah, I tell you what, this guy's played both center and guard in his career. He played center all of 2025. He's a fifth-year senior, and he's made 47 consecutive starts. Okay. So you're talking about durability at the highest level. I think he's built to play center myself. When you start to talk about maybe the things, with me, I'd like to see a little bit more athletic ability, but I think he kind of, if you're looking for a center that, like, say, that power gap stuff, I think that's really, really his kind of way of getting things. The thing is that he does really well is if people try to bully him, he's kind of a bully back in the way he plays. So I really like the way that with the punch of his hands, the timing of his hands, I thought were really, really good. I thought he was the anchor to drop on people. I thought was pretty adequate for him. There's times, and you mentioned this, I think his weight gets a little far forward at times, and you can see him kind of get pressed. You can see him get pulled a little bit that way. But I have the kid myself. I put him in the 5th round. Mm-hmm. I have Jones above him, but I've got a group in that 4th round are kind of my athletic centers.
Sure.
Him, Parker was a guy that we've talked about as well. So I do have him in the 5th round. I have him over Coogan though on my stack.